to help me make a choice and deal with my inner turmoil. But thinking back, he'd probably never believed it. Good intentions didn't exist. Not really. Everything in the world was about a very simple reality: self-interest. It wasn't something I wanted to acknowledge, because I'd always deemed myself above such things. I'd thought I could be better than that I could help people, and that the love I shared with Callum, Mikael, Stefan, and Meph transcended such trivial concerns. But at the end of the day, I wasn't so special, and I never had been. Demons don't believe in self-sacrifice. That was also something my lovers had told me, and it was part of the reason why I'd cared about them so much. They'd made huge sacrifices for my sake and had gone against their nature to do so. I had been naive. The truth was that demons followed the most basic rules of nature: the desire for self-preservation. Anything else was unnatural. You belong to us. You're ours. You're our plaything. Their words and promises were echoes of their darkness, and I'd thought I'd understood and accepted that. But there were still so many things I'd never seen, so many secrets this school held. Later, I would wish I'd have never searched for the answers. Some things were better left unsaid. But sins were like epilepsy. You might try to avoid it and pretend it's not there. You might try to live a normal life and force yourself to believe there's nothing wrong with you. But in the end, you always had to pay the price. It was a shame that I never realized the worst sin a person could commit was falling in love. Surprising hunts. Remind me again what the fuck we're doing here. Callum sighed and grimaced as his feet sank into the black muck beneath our feet. Not that I don't enjoy demonic slime as much as the next person, but this is ridiculous. Well, maybe, but it's your fault, I replied. My sandals let out a squelching noise as I walked on the dirty beach, but I ignored it. Your little ritual created a carnivorous, man-eating pimple, and now it's loose. Yes, but that doesn't mean we're the ones who have to hunt it down, Mikael answered. I'd prefer spending some time in the dorms with you. I smiled beatifically at my lovers, amused by their attempts to placate me. Nice try, but we're catching that pustule whether you like it or not. The school year is starting soon, and we don't want any further accidents. A good couple of months had passed since I'd woken up from my coma with Lucifer's help. As odd as it might have seemed, life had settled into a comfortable routine. My relationship with my lovers was flourishing, and we'd reached a tentative agreement on our future. It wasn't perfect, but we were headed in the right direction. I found it had a lot to do with my determination to accept every part of them, including their dark side. Because of that, our decision to hunt down our target was both hilarious and ironic. We were currently walking down the beach, following the trail of slime left behind by the pustule. The creature was the cocoon of dark magic my lovers had accidentally created while trying to extract Mikael's demonic nature from him. It had not disappeared, even after my return. That would have been too simple. Instead, it had stuck around in front of Professor Grimm's tower until earlier today, when it had decided to leave. No one knew how this had happened. Meph thought it was hilarious. The remaining teachers were exasperated. I was taking it in stride, although I did wish I'd had the foresight to dress differently before we'd left to track it down. The slime the pustule had left behind was all over the place, and not always visible, so we ended up stepping in it. My long gown and my sandals might have been suitable for classes at the Academy of the Devil, but they hadn't been the right choice of outfit for this task. I don't think further accidents would be that big of a deal, Stefan.